I'd like to call to order the 82nd annual meeting of the membership of Town and Country Credit Union. My name is DelRae Geinert and I am your board chair. Here is the agenda for today's meeting. I will ask Sadie Hackman, HR Administrative Assistant in Minot, to be appointed as recording secretary. Thank you, Sadie. To help with the accuracy of the minutes, please state your full name when asking a question or making a motion, either verbally or in the chat. We are currently muting everyone's lines, but when I call for motions and new business, we will unmute everyone's lines. Don't worry, we'll give you a warning before we unmute the lines. Next, I'll ask Jeff Stremick, Board Secretary Treasurer, to confirm that we have established a quorum today.
We have 46 members registered to attend the meeting. And we can see that there are more than 15 members who have called in or either logged in to attend the virtual meeting, which establishes a quorum.
Thank you, Jeff. I would now like to introduce our board of directors, as well as our CEO and the parliamentarian for today's meeting. Kevin Harmon, Vice Chair, and our Minot board representative. Jeff Stremick, Secretary and Treasurer, and a Minot board representative. Jim Anderson, Kenmare board representative. Brian Nelson, Fargo board member. Leah Dalton, Fargo at-large board member. Jay Height, Minot at-large board member. Jeremiah Kossen is our president and CEO. And Ryan Forney from Olson Burns PC will be serving as a parliamentarian today. The first order of business is the approval of the minutes from the 80th annual meeting. The minutes were included as a handout in your annual meeting packet. We will now ask for corrections and approval of the minutes from our last annual meeting.
We will now unmute the phone and our microphones. You may need to unmute yourself as well if you're going to speak. Please say your full name when making a motion verbally or typing in the chat.
This is Kevin Harmon. I'll make the motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Do we know a second? Yeah. We have a motion and second. All in favor of approving the minutes, please say aye.
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 Those opposed, same sign.
Because
Motion passes. Thank you for joining us today for our new virtual annual meeting. We appreciate your willingness to try new things in order to keep us all healthy during this time. This virtual meeting is just another example of how this past year has been anything but typical. This time last year, all of our lives changed on a dime, and that includes the plans we had for the credit union for the year. I'm proud to say that the one thing that didn't change is Town and Country's commitment to doing what's best for our members. With every decision over the year, our board and staff kept that belief front and center, always asking, will this have a positive impact on our members now or in the future? Those decisions paid off for our members this year in many ways, but I want to specifically call out a few measurable ways that our credit union stepped up to help our members this year. Town and Country provided the most PPP loan dollars of any credit union in the state during the first round of PPP loans, funding more than 400 Paycheck Protection Program loans and allowing member businesses to continue to pay their employees. We paid out more than $280,000 in 3% dividends to our Star Rewards checking account holders, while deposit interest rates went down across the industry. More than 400 members who were negatively impacted by COVID-19 were able to use our fee-free COVID skip a pay program or withdraw funds from a CD with no penalties. Despite closing our branch lobbies for 10 weeks, our team was still able to find creative ways to serve our members where they were at without sacrificing service. 98% of members surveyed would still refer Town and Country Credit Union to their friends or family. Not only has our team stepped up to help, we've also hit some strong financial milestones at the financial institution level this year. Our credit union had the highest percentage of membership and asset growth of all credit unions in the state, with a membership increase of 7%. This is especially remarkable as many credit unions are seeing a decline in membership. Our mortgage department doubled our previous record for mortgage loan volume. This includes home purchases, as well as loans for remodeling, debt consolidation, new construction, lot purchases, and refinances. Despite that huge increase in loan volume, 98% of our mortgage borrowers last year still said they would refer us to their friends and family. We crossed a landmark $500 million in assets, ending the year at $563,791,602. Overall, 2020 was a successful, if non-traditional year at Town and Country. As always, thank you for choosing Town and Country Credit Union and trusting our board and staff with leading this organization. We appreciate all of you. I would now like to invite Jeremiah to share with you his report.
Thank you, DelRae. As you said, it was quite a year. A lot of milestones were hit in such a challenging year. But one of the things that we really focused on in 2020 was making sure our service maintained the high levels that our members have come to expect. DelRae highlighted a few of the pandemic relief programs that we were very proud to implement and we feel had a very positive impact on our members. We also worked hard to ensure our services remained accessible. So the 10 weeks our branches were closed, we had pivoted to using DocuSign, which really helped get loans out the door and new members signed up. We encouraged members to use our remote deposit of checks and saw significant increases in usage of that product. And our contact center, an initiative that we implemented the year before, was invaluable during this time. As members couldn't make it into our doors to see our smiling faces, they heard smiling faces over the phone. And that team had remarkable success during the year. So while we accomplished a lot, we feel in 2020, there was a lot going on behind the scenes, primarily a system upgrade, which we went through a few weeks ago. We understand that this was a very challenging time for a lot of our members, and it was for our staff as well. And it was not something that we took lightly. It was about 2 years in the making. Our prior system that we had been on was coming on 35 years of usage, and we felt in order to get to where we wanted to be, we needed to upgrade. So we went through all of the due diligence and everything else and came up with the system, which is the #1 system for credit unions in the United States. So really the demands to keep up with the competition are growing. And what you all, our members, expect from us is changing. So competition from not only local banks and credit unions, but from fintech providers and online banking organizations. We needed to keep up with the times. So we went through the upgrade. A few of the things that are going to come out of this upgrade. The one I'm very excited about is our ability to automate a lot of our processes. The old system, we spent a lot of time doing the same thing over and over, repetitive tasks or scanning things and touching paper. And that's not a good use of time. We don't feel that that is what we want our staff doing to positively impact our members. We'd rather they focus on getting a new loan or assisting a member in person than scanning receipts. So that's one of the things we're going to be able to do is really automate a lot of our processes. The next item is really making our online banking and mobile app more secure. The new provider that we've gone with has a very, very robust security platform. And in this day and age, you know, that's top of mind for a lot of people, and it's certainly top of mind for us here all day, every day. So we're excited to enhance the security around those channels. And finally, it opens the door for additional offerings in the future. There were a number of initiatives that we had discussed that we weren't able to push forward with our current configuration. So we're excited to be able to go out and add additional services that we feel will benefit our membership. Right. So really, we want to say thank you for sticking with us while we adapt to this new environment. We added more folks onto the phones to try and work through the challenges that some members had with getting logged on. And again, our team is here to help you if you have any questions or continue to struggle. But we're also excited for you to use the new features, one of which I'm very excited about is the ability to see, pay, and do everything with your credit card. That's something that members have requested for a number of years, and we weren't able to do under our old system. So hopefully that will have a good impact for staff out there. I personally want to say thanks to the membership, but also to the team. The amount of work and the dedication that our team has put into making this as successful as it could be is unparalleled, and I'm very proud of them and thankful for them and for their positivity. There was a lot of long nights and a lot of challenges when you migrate from a system of 35 years to a brand new system. It kind of rocks your world a little bit, but our team in every facet of the organization performed really well. So I'm very thankful to them. So I wanted to touch real quickly on what's next. So a couple of the exciting things we have planned out is a business banking platform for mobile and the app. And it's going to serve businesses better. There are certain things that business owners and users need that aren't in this current platform. So members will be able to opt into this later in this year. It may not be for all businesses, but those that may want to do more ACH or wires, these are the types of things that we can offer through the new platform. And then a few of the things for everyone, kind of the retail platform, we're really excited to offer Zelle, which is kind of a real-time payment thing that a lot of organizations offer. External transfers, being able to set up ACHs, outgoing, ingoing, is another one of the items that we're excited to offer. And then finally, credit score. So to have the ability to log in and say, okay, where's my credit score now? And hypothetically, if it's not where you want it to be, come in and see one of our financial counselors, and we can kind of work together to get that score up. And 30, 60, 90 days later, you log in again and see, you know, here my score is above 700 or whatnot. So overall, very challenging year. And again, I want to say thank you to the membership for continued support and allowing us to continue to serve your financial needs. And if you have any issues, as I said earlier, regarding online banking or mobile, please reach out to us via any number of avenues, the phone, stop in and see us, and we'll be happy to help you. So again, thank you for your time today.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Our next order of business is the Board of Directors election results. I would first like to thank this year's nominating committee. Marlo Nash of Fargo, Kathy Holte of Minot, and Jim Folden of Minot. They each served on the committee, and in appreciation for their service, they'll each be receiving a gift of $50. We will now seek nominations for the nominating committee. The duty of the nominating committee is to nominate at least one member for each board member vacancy, including any unexpired term vacancy for which elections are being held, and to determine that the members nominated agree to the placing of their names in nomination and will accept office if elected. Next year, the Minot board seat held by Kevin Harmon and the 2 at-large seats held by Leah Dalton and Jay Height will be up for election. If we do not receive any nominations, the board chair will appoint the nominating committee in accordance with our bylaws. At this time, I will ask for nominations for the nominating committee.
We will now unmute the phone lines. As a reminder, you may need to unmute yourself as well if you would like to speak, and please make sure to say your name when making a nomination.
Do we have any nominations on the floor for the nominating committee? I'll ask one more time. Do we have any nominations from the floor for the nominating committee?
I'll nominate Jim Folden.
Could I get your name, please?
Sorry, Jody Johnson.
Thank you, Jody. Do we have a second? Do we have a second?
I will second. Jeremiah.
Okay, we have a second by Jeremiah Kossen. All in favor to nominate Jim Folden to serve on the nominating committee, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Do we have any additional nominations from the floor? I'll ask one more time. Do we have any nominations from the floor for the nominating committee? Hearing no other nominations, the chairman shall appoint those unfilled positions. We will appoint those unfilled positions at a future board meeting. Now I will present the results of the Board of Directors election. The nominating committee presented the following slate of candidates for the 1 Minot board seat and 1 Fargo seat that were up for election. Ryan Nelson and Christian Rue for the Fargo seat, Jeff Stremick and Jody Johnson for the Minot seat. The nominating committee submitted these candidates for electronic voting online, by paper ballot, or by phone. No one petitioned to be on the ballot. For our Fargo seat winner, Ryan Nelson is a current board member who joined the board last year to fill a 1-year term. For our Minot seat winner, Jeff Stremick is a current board member who joined the board in 2018 and serves as our board secretary treasurer. Congratulations to both Brian and Jeff. I look forward to continuing to serve with you. Now it is time to discuss any new business that members would like to put forth. We will also read any comments received throughout the meeting at this time.
We will now unmute the phone lines. As a reminder, you may need to unmute yourself as well if you would like to speak, and make sure to say or type your name when making a comment. You can make a comment verbally or in the chat.
Is there any new business to come before the vote? Is there any new business? there anything in the chat?
No, there is not.
Last call. Is there any new business? That brings us to the end of our official board meeting. After we adjourn, Chelsea will announce our door prize winners. So please stay on the line. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
We have a motion to adjourn the meeting. Do we have a second?
Kevin Harmon will second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 The meeting is adjourned. I will now invite Chelsea to talk about our survey and announce our door prize winners.
Thank you. In order to keep improving our annual meetings and make sure that they are valuable for you, we need your input. So we ask that you please take a moment to fill out our survey. Hannah will drop it in the chat shortly. You can find it in there right now. All you need to do is click on the speech bubble icon up on your top right to access the link, and it'll take you to a website that you can fill out quickly. We will now announce the winners of our door prizes. These winners were drawn from all members who registered in advance for the annual meeting. First, we'll announce our 4 $50 winners. We'll deposit the money into your share savings account after the meeting. First winner is Sue Hamilton, Gerald Simonson, Blakely Pearson, and Wendy Bosch. Next, I'll announce our 2 $100 winners. Just like our $50 winners, we'll deposit your money into your share savings account after the meeting. Patricia Beiswanger and Frank Lensmeyer. Thank you for joining the 82nd annual meeting today, and thank you for choosing Town and Country Credit Union. Have a great day.